My name is Kirsty Robinson, and this is a video of an exercise program completed on the 10th of the 2nd, 2022. Good morning, Beth. How are you today? Welcome in.
Thank you. Sensational, thank you.
Lovely. So I believe your GP has diagnosed you with some early stages of osteoporosis. So she's referred you to myself so we can learn some simple exercises that you can take home today, and that will help you maintain your strength. How does that sound?
Sensational.
Lovely. So the exercises we'll be focusing on today will be our body weight squat, body weight static lunges, push-ups, and also a bent over row. So I'll show you also a nice easy warm-up and a cool down that you can do. You can take those home and practice those yourself. So we should get started.
Sounds good.
Alright, so we'll start with the warm-up. Our warm-up's going to take 5 minutes. So this will help maximally prepare your body for the exercises. So this is really important, especially with the osteoporosis. It's going to warm your body up. And the warm-up should be done at an intensity that will slightly raise your heart rate, also your body temperature.
Yep.
So when you raise your heart rate, it's going to be delivering more oxygen to the muscles. That's going to help burn. So the warm-up is highly beneficial. It can help reduce the risk of injury as well. But first, I just want you to go for a nice 3-minute brisk walk. So we want to be working at a nice lower intensity. So to monitor that, think about the talk test. So if you could have a nice conversation with me and just not be too out of breath, that's the intensity I want you to be working at. So if that's okay, I'll get you to go for a nice brisk walk. How was that?
Sensational.
Felt alright?
Awesome.
Nice and warmed up there?
Yep.
Heart rate's a little bit more elevated?
Yep.
Lovely. Okay, so we'll also do some dynamic stretching as well. That's going to help those muscles as well. So we'll do some arm circles, some leg swings. We'll probably do 10 of each if that's okay. So we'll just start with one arm, go around, do that about 10 times. Lovely. And then we'll do the other arm.
And shoulders like this.
That's good there. Nice. So we'll do some leg swings as well. So we just want to kind of open them out, get those hips nice, and then do the other one. Focusing on your balance as well. Good job. Good job.
Break. Break. Hip break.
Feeling all nice and warm now, feeling all open up and relaxed.
Yep.
Lovely, I think we're ready to begin our exercises. Alright, so as I mentioned before, our 4 exercises will focus on the squat, the lunge, your push-up and your bent over row. So we'll be doing 4 sets of 8.
Yep.
So we'll be doing those exercises 8 times.
Yep.
And then we'll also be doing 3 laps through, so 3 rounds of those exercises. Between each set, we're going to have a 30-second rest. And then between each lap, we'll do a longer rest, and we'll do a minute rest, if that's okay. So, you sound all right with that?
Yep, sounds good.
Nice. So, intensity for this will increase. It's not going to be that lower intensity like the warm-up. It's going to move into a more moderate intensity.
Yep.
So, to monitor what level of intensity you're at, think about if I was to ask you a question, you would be answering more of a shorter word. You wouldn't really be able to maintain a sentence.
Yep.
You'd just be kind of saying words in between your breathing. So that's how you know you'll be at a more moderate intensity. So we'll start with the body weight squat. So here we want your feet shoulder width apart.
Yep.
And how we're going to do this is we're going to have our toes slightly pointed out, and we're going to sit back into that squat, keeping your back nice and straight.
Yep.
So as you go down, you'll have a nice parallel thigh to the ground.
Yep.
And then you come back to standing position.
Yep.
So when you come up, dig through your heels, keep your heels nice in that ground as you come back up. So we're going to do 8 of those. So it's good to do 8 of those. Good job. Good job keeping looking straight up. That's what's going to help maintain that body alignment. So the squats are targeting your hamstrings and your quads. So when you're going down, when you're coming back up, your quadriceps, which is this muscle right here,
Yep.
that's that agonist. It's doing the prime moving. That's one that you're feeling burn as well.
Yep.
Your hamstrings are your back muscles on your legs. That's going to be assisting. It's going to be lengthening as well. That's what we call the antagonist muscle. So it's assisting your prime mover, being those quads.
Yep.
So how was the squats? How did that feel?
That was good.
Lovely. We might move on to the next exercise then.
Sounds good.
Alright, so you've done really well with those bodyweight squats there. We'll be moving to that bodyweight static lunge, so still targeting those leg group.
Yep.
So for this one, a little bit more tricky, I'd take some balance and coordination. But what I want you to do, so I'll demonstrate first for you, you'd be taking a step forward,
Yep.
just enough where you're not going to be too far forward if you were to lunge forward or to lunge back. So we want it to have a nice parallel stance with your knee.
Yep.
Then you would drop down to the ground, keeping it all at a nice 90-degree angle. Now, just before your back leg hits the ground, raise back up and then step back, so you return your feet back to normal. So you step forward, down nice, keep your torso, your neck, head looking up and straight ahead.
Yep.
Come back up and step back.
Sounds good.
So again, we're doing 8, so we'll do 4 sets each leg.
Sounds good.
All right, have a go at those. Now, if you have any questions about any exercises, just let me know.
Will do.
Looking pretty good there. Nice work.
Done.
How's that feel?
Sensational.
Awesome. All right, ready to teach that next exercise then?
Sounds good.
All right, so we're moving into your upper body now movements, really targeting like your triceps and biceps, your chest muscles, all those. So we'll be doing the push-up. We're going to be starting on our knees. As you get more stronger, you'll be able to move to your toes.
Yep.
But I will teach you for the knees first. So I'll go down. Now I want you to keep your hands and your elbows directly along your shoulder.
Yep.
Try and keep your back nice and straight with your neck and your hips. As you lower yourself down, I want you to keep your arms traveling out at a 45-degree angle. Now, just before your chest reaches the ground, push back up with those arms, but I want you to keep your core stabilized because that's what's going to keep you nice and still. So down, 45 degrees with those arms, back up.
Yep.
So I'm going to be doing that for 8 times with that one, so give it a go. A little bit more tricky, just watch out for the concrete behind you. That's it. Just keep your back, hip and neck all in a nice straight line. That's it. Good job. I'll give you a bit of an example of the nervous system, what's doing to you while you're exercising here. So with our nervous system, that is what we use to coordinate and control all the movements you're producing right now.
Yep.
Good job with those push-ups, they look really good. So what it does is it actually fires like a rapid nerve impulse all around the body. So it's going to be sending messages from the brain to the body to the muscles everywhere around. And that's what's going to allow your muscles there to contract and relax as well. So it's a nervous system that's really controlling all those movements there. Alright, stand back up there when you're ready. We'll move on to the last exercise.
Sounds good.
Alright, so now we're up to that final exercise I'm going to teach you. This is going to be our bent over row. Now it does involve adding resistance this time, so we're going to be starting with a lighter weight, and then we can progress in that as you move on, get stronger as well. So with this one, we're going to keep our feet shoulder width apart,
Yep.
and you're going to bend your hips and your torso out into a 45 degree.
Yep.
So as you do that, I want you to keep everything nice and straight. So head, torso and hips, keeping that nice straight line. Good way to help with that is to look out in front of you. Watch the ground about a metre away from you. That's going to help keep your spine nice and neutral. So we're going to pick up that body weight, that weighted bar there. And we want to keep our hand at a grip about shoulder width apart as well. So come into that 45 degree stance and then pull your elbows back up nice and straight.
Yep.
and bring that bar towards your belly button. So as you release, lower the bar back to the ground away from your chest and then pull it back up. Have a pause at the top and then pull it back down. So as you release that bar to the ground, try not to bend your back either.
Yep.
So I just want you to keep your back nice and straight and sit it on that ground.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I'll give you a go. A little bit more trickier there, but we'll see how we go. That's it. Try and look a little bit more towards that ground there, just to keep your head in line with your back and your torso and your hips. That's it. How is that feeling?
Really good.
Good. That weight's okay?
Perfect.
Lovely. Good job. We've completed all those exercises now. Do you have any questions about any of those?
None whatsoever.
Lovely. Alright, so we're doing our cool down now. Finish with that cool down. So it's going to be similar to our 5-minute warm up. However, instead of that brisk pace with that walk,
Yep.
we're going to go and do a nice 3-minute, just a gentle walk. So with that cooling down period, it's going to be allowing your body to return to its normal state of homeostasis. It's going to be preparing you for that rest and recovery session. So when we're going for a walk, stick to a nice slower pace. So you're
Yep.
not going to be elevating that heart rate, you're going to be bringing it down this time. And then we'll do some static stretches to finish on. So go for a nice walk there. Nice. Feeling a little bit more relaxed there now?
Yep.
Perfect. And we are going to do some static stretching.
Sweet.
So this will assist in muscle recovery. It's going to reduce that muscle soreness. Now, because you are just getting started in the gym sessions, you might experience some muscle soreness. That's perfectly normal. But this is going to help reduce that. So we'll do some quadriceps, hamstrings, all those muscle groups we targeted today. So we'll start with a nice quadricep standing stretch.
Yep.
I'm going to lift that up to your bottom there. Really focus on your balance there. If you're at home and losing balance, try and hold against the wall. So what we're doing here is trying to push our legs a little bit away, so have some pressure in that foot there, and you'll be feeling it burn through that quad.
Yep.
I'll do the other one. Can you feel it burn in the quad there?
Sure can.
Good job. Alright, and then we'll also target some hip flexors. So for this one we'll be kneeling, kind of in a lunge, but having your leg rest on that ground there, lovely, and then just lean forward into it. Be targeting these muscles down here, your hip flexors.
Yep.
How's that feel?
Good.
Good work. Swap to the other leg there. Also one that requires some balance and coordination.
This one I can go.
Alright, we'll pop back up there. And we'll do our hamstring now standing. So we're going to have our heel just out in front of us and kind of lean back into that stretch there. Keep a nice soft knee with the one at the back. Good work. How's that feel?
Good.
Nice. And we'll do it for the other one as well. That one's tighter than the other one. Alright. Now we did also do some exercises as well. So we'll target biceps, triceps too.
Yep.
So we're going to bring our arm over our shoulder. Good job. And then we'll swap to the other one. Now to stretch our triceps, we're going to bring it over our head. Kind of reach to the middle of your back there. Alright, now swap to the other one. Give you a bit of a shake out, a bit of a turn in those hips. Loosen up the body. Good job, you've done really well today.
Thank you.
So how do you feel about everything that we went through today?
Really, really good.
Lovely. So you can go home, do those exercises, practice those. It's going to help your strength again with that osteoporosis. So if you do have any questions or you feel like you want to get some more exercises and shuffle it around when you feel a little bit more settled into that routine, come on back and we can work with some more.
Will do.
Lovely. All right. Well, I hope to see you again.
Right. See you next time.